Welcome back to Post Time. You know, quite a few harness racing stars began their careers at Ocean Downs. For example, both Vic Kirby and Corey Callahan competed at the half-mile oval early on. Let's meet an up-and-coming driver gaining experience and climbing the ladder in the standardbred world. Even though you're 19 years old, you've done so much traveling and actually a lot of driving. So we're going to start from the beginning. How did you get into harness racing? And it has to do with like 1 degree of separation to Hervé Filion, right?
Yeah, my grandpa and my dad, they own Congress Hill Farm, which was Hervé Filion's old farm. And I was raised into it. I mean, my grandpa did it as a hobby. He grew up probably 5 minutes from the track. He didn't have any money, and he used to park cars at the racetrack. And, you know, one day he built himself up, and he said, you know, I'm going to start owning horses. And that's how I got into it. And I started out, I went to the Harness Racing Youth League in Saratoga, and that got me involved at first, and I was in love with it. So I bought some trotting bred ponies, and I went to Pennsylvania and started racing. It's a quarter-mile track. They go probably to the half. They only race a half mile, so they go about a half and 5. So that, you know, their legs are moving pretty quickly.
That is so cool. Okay, and then you went on to like an amateur driving series. Is that right?
Yeah, I raced at Rosecroft when I was like 15 or 14. I went to Goshen. I went to all the amateur tracks that they, you know, let you race at a young age, and it was great. And I did the Billings. I did the New Jersey Amateur Series. I did the Rosecroft Amateur Series. And I also did the Goshen Amateur Series.
Very neat. So isn't that amazing? Like, he's 19 years old and he has driven so much. That's so cool. So how did you end up here at Ocean Downs? Like, you're doing, you know, amateur driving or, you know, pony driving first, but how do you end up here?
Well, I race at Freehold all year round, and we've been coming here for forever, and like a weekend, and it was really enjoyable to go down to the beach and to race at night. And so I came down here in search of a good time.
Are you having it? Did you find your good time?
Oh yeah, it's a great time. I race here at night, and I go out later at night.
And do you get to sleep in during the day, or do you have horses?
No, I work at the barn with my grandpa's horses, and you know, make sure everything's going well. And he likes when I call him all the time, so I keep him updated on everything.
You know, did we meet at Yonkers at the Dan Patch Awards like a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, actually Casey Coleman won an award, and I'm sort of helped out Casey Coleman when I was a little kid. I used to go and warm up people's horses, and one night Casey was short a person, so I just said, hey, I could warm up for you. And, you know, I was probably like 16 and real small, and she gave me a shot, and you know, she's been like a mom to me. She's been great.
Casey Coleman, if you do not know who she is, she's so talented. Like, people could only like wish to have like the smarts that she has in her big toe, like in their whole bodies. Like, isn't she amazing?
She takes care of horses like the best I've ever seen. She's amazing.
And when I met him at Yonkers, he said he was a big fan of the show, right? So I thought, yeah, this kid, I gotta hunt him down when he comes to Ocean Downs. And tell everybody what you told me earlier. What's like your dream of like my charity race that I do?
I want to be in the Rickshaw Rumble. I could run with those guys out there. 'Cause Delaware, you know, they're tough to accept people, but you know, I'm a pretty nice colt. I should be accepted.
I think so. I'm going to put you in the entry box, and we're going to find a really great driver for you. Okay. Thanks, Harry.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in the past half hour. And, you know, this is the last month of live racing at Ocean Downs for their 2011 summer meet. Live racing at Ocean Downs takes place Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday with a post time of 7 p.m. But just so you know, our live racing nights aren't the only time you can see action here at Ocean Downs. Noon to midnight, 7 days a week, there's simulcasting of both thoroughbreds and standardbreds from the greatest tracks from around the country. And remember, there's always free parking and free admission at Ocean Downs. For more information, just call 410-641-0600 or visit them on the web at oceandowns.com. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you at the track, and God bless. And You know, this is the last month of a live action at Ocean. Oh, sorry.
Heather, where your shoes at? Where your shoes at? Heather,
What?
Heather,
Oh
where
my
your
goodness,
shoes?
I don't have shoes on?
Huh? What you think at Ocean City? Heather, where are your shoes, baby girl?
We
Heather.
are at Ocean City. Post time was taped in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah!